What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 650 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 16 of Supremacy in the fallout of what was a tremendous Ascendance 7 weekend. We returned after a 2-week break. I missed you all so much yesterday with a Liddy, as the kids today would say, NGW, and now an action-packed card as always. Gonna get underway with some tag team action. X-Gen. It was not a one-off. Quantum has returned, and the brothers are gonna go up against God's Chosen to get things underway right here, right now. The season is reaching its end in just 2 weeks. Everything culminates at Battle Scars 5, and I cannot wait. But tonight in our main event, it's going to be the International Championship on the line. One of three, as a matter of fact, title matches here on tonight's show. The new undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Proudfoot, can't forget his obligations as International Champion, answering Bob Luger's challenge for the title. That goes down in our main event, the Anarchy Championship. Also going to be on the line, will Walter Willett make history yet again? Can he get to 10? If so, he needs to make it past Brett Angel. And of course, Dada will make her first defense of the Internet Championship after winning it in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal at Ascendance 7. Defending against, as voted by the CMV Universe, Perry Heenan in a tables match. Woo! And a whole lot more, my fine feathered friends. Well, we all saw what went down. The roof was blown off the joint. We thought it was going to be the Ballers Club, the Kings, versus Paul Devine in a handicap match, but brothers don't let brothers fight alone. Quantum returning for the first time since last year's Ascendance. X-Gen reforming to just plow right through the Kings. But we're going to see if that was just, a magic in the moment type of situation. Thriving off the energy of the fans, being back together. They're going to be tested by Joey Diaz and Braxton Sutter of God's Chosen on the top of the world right now, with their leader Chris Proudfoot ending Ascendance 7 by cashing in Money in the Bank and becoming world champion. Let's see if his soldiers will have any sort of that luck. Chris Proudfoot's flock continuing to grow. The most recent addition, Angelo Babos, kind of conspicuous in his absence here. Joey Diaz at the front, and the massive Braxton Sutter trailing behind. Both a part of the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. After the Armbar Society successfully defended the Unified World Tag Team titles against the Soli Bros at Ascendance, every tag team on Supremacy scrambling to prove they're worthy of getting the title shot at Battle Scars 5, perhaps heading into next season as the champs. Going to be a lot of eyes on this matchup here. Jay Dynamite certainly going to be watching closely. And I still can't believe it. Even 2 weeks later, that the one and only, baby, Quantum is back in CMV. X-Gen reforming arguably the greatest tag team in CMV history. The 4-time tag team champions coming to reclaim their division to kick off Supremacy number 16. former unmatched world heavyweight champion hasn't seemed to miss a step in his time away from the CMV ring. And that just shows you how strong the bond X-Gen shares is. We hadn't seen Quantum on this side of the CMV since the last year's Ascendance, but when Paul Devine was in need, his brother was there to back him up. The Asian sensation has to be feeling real good after finally getting one over the Ballers Club. Months of the numbers game catching up to him. Chris Diamond and Rob Cross going to be in action a little bit later on, hoping to rebound after that embarrassing outing at the Show of Shows. The five-time undisputed world heavyweight champion. Side by side with Quantum for the first time in years. Here we go, the fallout of Ascendant 7 Supremacy episode 16. God's Chosen taking on X-Gen. And a night that has a lot of potential show stealers. I haven't even talked about Stefan Hastings versus Zero-G champion Jason Spade and Ozone versus Dante Tatum. Sign me up. I'm here for both of those matches. Joey Diaz gets things started against Quantum. Smacking away that punch attempt, float over DDT and a stomp to the back of the head. Maybe a knee. Dragon screw instead by the hot commodity. Taking Quantum by the hand. A win like this for an up-and-coming team like Joey Diaz and Braxton Sutter cannot be understated. Dragon Sleeper being applied by Diaz here. Quantum trapped in it for a minute before he's able to escape. Stomp to the upper back. Seems like the damage may be done. Scoop slam attempt. Diaz drops down behind. Gets thrown down to the canvas, but Sutter with an assist from the apron. Punch to the back of the head, and that's what makes God's Chosen so dangerous. Diaz may be looking for a tag. Quantum says, I'm not having none of that, though. 3 well-placed elbows to the midsection. Irish whip across the ring. Charges full steam ahead, gets a sternum full of turnbuckle. Now into the corner of God's Chosen. High knee evaded. Taking Diaz for a walk, but it ain't through the park. Snapmare in the corner of X-Gen, and now the neck crank. One of the most debilitating maneuvers inside of the squared circle. Being a bit cheeky, but that does hurt. Obviously, just taking a man's neck and cracking it to the side. Tag to Paul Devine. X-Gen, baby. Double Irish whip on the rebound. Double back body drop. And Diaz got some serious height on that. The man who puts the rising and rising sun. Looking to keep up the fight. Gets a kick to the ribs and then a knee right down across the bridge of his nose. Stomp onto the wrist. Diaz takes him. Just smashes his face right into the canvas. Paul Devine quickly to his feet, only to be taken back down with a German suplex. What up, Rifted, just in time. Back to the Dragon Sleeper. Quantum felt the sting of this earlier. I guess it's Devine's turn, but he's able to get out of it as well. Another stomp to the upper back. Irish whip. Another tag attempted, but this time Diaz is able to deny it. Looking for a tag himself, maybe. Gets that high knee to the chest. Devine pushing Diaz. Braxton tried to interfere yet again, but Devine says, I'm too quick for you, mate. Boot to the jaw from behind, spun around, Irish whip. Just throwing out them knees 2-for-1 sale and just washing Divine's face with that boot, getting a head full of steam again. Almost went right through Divine's head. Takes hold of that leg, drops a hold, down goes Diaz. Sutter watching from the apron. Probably not too pleased with what he's seeing. Diaz in a bad way at the moment. Drop kick in the hot commodity. Make that hot tag. Divine cutting him off. Quantum giving some moral support from the apron there. Front headlock. Forced to release. Divine kicks the back of the leg. Catchphrase on the money. Taken by arm and by leg. Center of the ring. And just having a little bit of fun with it. Divine better be careful though. Joey Diaz is the reason we call him the hot commodity. Uh-oh. Will Joey Diaz meet the same fate that the Ballers Club did at Ascendant 7? Classic X-Gen. Chopping Diaz in half. Quantum hooking the leg, but I think Sutter will get there in time. Yes, he does. Barely a 1 count. Quantum is not happy about it. Sutter able to retreat back onto the apron. Diaz, meanwhile, with a gouge of the eyes, tries for a jumping cutter. Quantum. The future man taking Diaz around and around. Butterfly suplex is capped off with a butterfly face buster. Turn into these fans. Loving to be back in front of him, doing what he does best. And Diaz, I think, is going to the chopping block again. Or maybe not. Jawbreaker. Knee. Just about bashing Quantum's face in. Tries to get off the punch, counters the Irish whip. Coming back at him. Big old back elbow. Ooh, nice single leg takedown by Diaz. It seems like he has got nothing left. Gas tank running on empty. Might be smart to get a tag to Braxton Sutter, who hasn't even been legal yet in this match. X-Gen done a very good job of isolating Joey Diaz. The hot commodity in control right now. If I were him, I'd make the tag. Seems like he's more intent, though, on just inflicting some pain. The way he's bending back that wrist. Grabbing at his ribs, really wants to get the job done on his own. Maybe impress Proudfoot. This could end nasty. Quantum sees it coming. That veteran instinct, baby, kicking in. Before Quantum can capitalize. Sent into the corner. Misses that knee. Goes for a knee of his own. Gets the clothesline, though. Oh, borrowing a bit of the hypothetical kung fu. And Kevin Lee busting Diaz open with those side control punches. One after the other. Diaz eyes glazed over, blood dripping down his face. Tag to Paul Devine, and here we go again. The fall of man. Sutter desperately trying to save his partner, but it'll be for naught. Sutter's going to break that up again, though. X-Gen had to devise some sort of strategy to keep the big man from interfering, and Divine has that strategy, trying to knock Sutter off the apron. Well, that did not end how he would have liked it to. Decides to refocus on Diaz. Given too much time to recuperate, though. European uppercut. Diaz attempting a half Nelson suplex. Sliding shin strike by the Asian sensation. I'm going to show off a bit of that power. Wheelbarrow face buster. Stomp onto the quad just for good measure. And Divine says, let me finish this off on my own. 24th punch. 1, 2. What? I thought Quantum had Sutter stopped for sure. Now he does. A little bit too late, though. X-Gen ruling the ring like they used to. Oh, Divine's got something else for Diaz. Let's just hope Quantum doesn't get disqualified. Able to get out of the ring. Divine intervention. Diaz able to counter, though. With little time to spare. Hang on a minute, Divine. DDT! Off the apron. Wipes some sweat from his face. Sutter is still down. If I were Divine, I'd get back into the ring and try to pin Diaz again. Oh man, just throwing him all around the ringside area. Giving him that tour. Divine now cracked open with a knee. Super kick to the midsection, caught. Elbow to knee, Sutter is on the apron. Divine sidesteps, forearm smash. Just below the chest and off the apron. Quantum comfortable with his front row seat there on the apron. Cautiously watching from above. Divine is just having himself a good old time. Blood all over the announce table. This is just our first match of the night. Divine saying bring it on, and Diaz most certainly does. Count of 12, by the way. Have until 20 to get back out of the ring. Quantum's knees running interference as Divine just repeatedly smashes Diaz again and again. 16. What's the game plan here, though? Oh my God. 17. Divine says enough is enough. Gonna try to win by countout. Diaz is sleeping on his feet. Quantum gonna help him out. Make sure he stays down. And that's it. X-Gen victorious via countout. Maybe not the way we would have liked them to return, but victorious nonetheless. Let's be honest, X-Gen was running roughshod on Joey Diaz in this match. Maybe a bit of a mercy kill there. Braxton Sutter not even getting tagged in. Victorious via countout. X-Gen are back, baby. Diaz might not wake up for a week. Well, coming up next is our first of 3 championship matches tonight. The Internet title to be defended for the first time after Dara became the inaugural champion at Ascendant 7, beating out 19 others in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. But as voted by the CM Universe, her first challenger got to be none other than the Pitbull, Perry Heenan, in a tables match. We all know tables match you can't win by pinfall submission. There are no countouts or disqualifications. The only way to win is to put your opponent through a table. And that Internet Championship to be defended every single week. The fans will have their voices heard, who the challengers will be, what the stipulations will be. And boy, did they pick a first. This is going to be an ugly clash. Excuse me. Dara likes to call herself the man-eater. Well, she's going to be eating good tonight with someone like Perry Heenan standing across the ring from her. Battle Scars 5, the season finale looming. Every superstar on the roster scrambling to head into next season with the spotlight on them. Been an interesting last few months for Perry Heenan. Running through half the roster, but every time he gets to some sort of championship match or opportunity, he lets it slip through his fingers. International Championship at Homecoming, the Chamber at Purgatory, Money in the Bank at Ascendance. It's really time for the Pitbull to nut up or shut up. Says he's the last real wrestler in CMV. And that if he wins the title tonight, he's going to rename it the Workhorse title, because that's what he is. Perry Heenan, big, and nothing pretty about his offense. It's really the perfect type of match for him. The rules are simple. Throw someone through something. But that someone is going to be the man-eater and the inaugural internet champion. Bested 19 men at Ascendance to win that championship in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. And not keen to give it up just yet. Excuse me again. Still working out this cold a little bit. And that is what it is all about. The Internet Championship, a title designed so that the CM Universe can have their voices heard. Tables match, and Perry Heenan not getting paid by the hour. No feeling out process, just immediately going to collect a table. Throws it into the ring, just ignoring Dara, who's attempting to square up to him. Oh my God! Not holding back. I didn't expect Heenan to. Overhand punch. Elevated to a vertical base drop kick by the former Anarchy champion. As Dada rolls out of the ring already, forced to retreat early on. Not a good sign. She hasn't faced the caliber of opponent like Perry Heenan yet in her career. Only beaten once. And that was in a submission match against Mike Kirsch a couple of months ago. Still unpinned, but there are no pins in this match. Saw Heenan tried to drag Dada over to the table there. Gets on her back, double boots. Pushing Heenan back, keeping him at bay. Neck crank. Just throwing him into the mat. Kick to the back, though, only seemed to agitate the Pitbull with a vertical suplex. Just a little bit off. Could have been the end of the match right there, though. Belly to belly, and Dada knows that won't end well. Breaks the eyes. There are no qualifications. Sit outside slam. And just a stomp onto the face. Perry Heenan does not give a F. Christian Family Show. Beating his chest like a silverback gorilla in the jungle, marking its territory. Heenan coming for the kill tonight. We've seen in this match, he's not playing around. Hammerlock suplex. Again, relentless in his attack on the Internet Champion, throwing her through the table, but it doesn't break, only bends. That Japanese manufacturing saving Dada's championship reign there. Another vertical suplex. The power of the Pitbull is scary. Deadlift, running power slam, goes back to the table. Right in the middle of the ring, he sets it up. Dada collecting herself. Getting a good look at her surroundings. She can't waste too much time. 3 kicks to the back of the leg. Another one to the midsection. But Perry Heenan turning it into a power bomb. Arms raised high. These fans on their feet. You haven't won the championship yet, though, Perry. Elbows in bunches to the inside of the thigh. One after the other. You take out the base of a powerhouse like Dada, she can't use that strength of hers. And Heenan knows that as a bigger man himself. That's a strategy often used against him. But Dada lifting the near 300 pounds of Perry Heenan up. Deadlift. Stalling vertical. One-handed. All the blood rushing to the head of Heenan, who is now dazed and certainly confused. Onto the apron, hanging on for dear life. Dada, hang on a minute. Don't tell me she's gonna do what I think she's gonna do. Superplex, oh my God! But Heenan's leg bending off the corner of the table. That is the most sturdy table in CMV history. How the hell did Heenan not go through it? And his leg may be broken right now the way it twisted off that wood. Dada has certainly turned this one around, but I may have spoke too soon. Slips out of the fireman's carry, reverse DDT. Heenan very, very smart. You may think he's dull, but don't let his size fool you, or his mannerisms. No, 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 no. Perry! To become the internet champion, slamming Dada face first. Just having his way with the champion right now. Again and again. Helpless is the man-eater. Coming back to life, able to push Heenan back. And now she's got the upper hand. Heenan leaned up against the table to retain, but no. Takes the arm, another drop kick. Maybe not the best there ever was, but still impressive for someone Perry Heenan's size. Knee to the gut. Discus clothesline, almost taking Dada's head off. Deciding to reposition the table. Maybe a smart move. Uh-oh, in the corner. Is he going to? Thinking about it. Throwing the table down as he sees Dada getting back to her feet. Buster. Hear the crack of Dada's neck as she was plunged into the mat, but Heenan having some trouble figuring out how to set up the table there in the corner. Keeps getting frustrated. Got to keep his emotions in check though. If he gets flustered, Dada will take advantage. Russian leg sweep. Champion wanting to do some more damage. Heenan takes the arm, snaps it over his shoulder. Takes a step back. Big ol' Irish whip. Thought there may have been a table there. Thank goodness this match may be over. Well, it seems like Heenan's leg is okay. I was worried it might have been broken into a dozen pieces after the way he landed on the table. That superplex off the apron, but if he is hurt and he's not showing it, doesn't want to risk exposing himself, again goes to the corner. I think it's time for him to think of another place to put that table. Kick to the gut, tries for a super kick. Gets off an elbow. Neck into the jaw, headbutt. I think Heenan may have met his match in Dada here tonight. Arm smash from the corner. Oof. Oh, here we go again. He's adamant. I'll give him that much. Perry Heenan is hard-headed. He wants to put the table in that corner. He won't take no for an answer. Now he's taking the table with him, though. Going to use it as a weapon. No rules against that. STO throwing down the Pitbull. You see, Perry Heaton has been very objective-oriented in this match. I mean, as soon as the bell rang, he exited the ring and grabbed the table. Whereas Dada, every time she's got the upper hand, she's not trying to rush herself into going for a table. I thought he had finally realized he can't go to that corner, but I guess not. We need Dada to pick up the table. Set it up somewhere for him. Oh, he's going to the other corner. Nope, changed his mind. Again, going to try to use it as a weapon. Dada takes it right out of his hands. Punch. Oh, man. Nice combo. Punching the table out of her hands, and then a rolling neck snap. Heenan says enough is enough. I'm pissed off. Heenan on any given night, not a pleasant human being, but when he's mad, please don't go to that corner. Thank you. Thank you, Perry. Can we get a chant? Thank you, Perry. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, but Dada may not be so happy that he figured it out. Heenan setting up the powerbomb through the table. We got a new champion. Perry Heenan finally figures it out and is the new internet champion. What a fight, and yes, that was a fight we just witnessed. Heenan, the new internet champion, not even grabbing the championship. Wait. Heenan, no, you won the title, man. There's no reason for a chair. No, Dada is still unconscious, and Heenan with a steel chair. Come on. Disgusting actions by the new internet champion. Well, after that gnarly display, Perry Heenan becoming the new internet champion and beating Dada down afterwards with a steel chair, we move on to one of the possible show stealers here tonight on Supremacy, episode 16, as Stephon Hastings takes on Zero-G champion Jason Spade. Still two more championship matches to look forward to as Brett Angel challenges Lord Triple A's reign as Anarchy champion. Could be another history-making night for the Machine, the Eliminator. And in our main event, Bob Luger will challenge Chris Proudfoot for the International Championship. Jason Spade on the Supremacy before Ascendant 7, winning that triple threat ladder match to become a Zero-G champion. Although he didn't have the same look at Ascendant in the Money in the Bank ladder match, now as champion has to be ready for any and all challengers, and that includes Stephon here tonight. Although the title's not on the line, Jason Spade got to be careful, because after Stephon's performance in beating his father Harvey at the Show of Shows, it may not be such an easy task. Oh boy. Flying Stephon again. I mean, how could you possibly combat someone who has the power of flight? He's walking across the heads of the CMV universe. We've never seen anyone do that before. Can Jason Spade do that? I don't think so. Stephon Hastings, though, indeed at Ascendant 7, retiring his father, Harvey. Harvey Hastings having his retirement speech a little bit later on. Stephon got to be focused, though. Realizing what an opportunity he has on his hands. If he can defeat Jason Spade, surely that will mean he's next in line for a crack at the Zero-G Championship. The vigilante, he's been calling himself. But Jason Spade considers himself an outlaw. As if they're born to be enemies here. But two incredibly athletically gifted individuals set to clash in that ring here tonight. This could be an unforgettable one. And there he is, the Zero-G champion. It's been a long, winding road this season for Jason Spade. But he's wanting to bring it to an end. Still as champion. I'm just rubbing my hands together. I can already tell. This is going to be an instant classic. Here we go. Stefan Hastings, Jason Spade, one-on-one non-title matchup on Supremacy. Episode 16, Murphy getting that bell rung, collar double tie-up, as this is a first-time meeting between the two. Feeling each other out a bit early on. Will we get a clean break? We will, as Murphy gets between them. Back at it, Spade. Overpowering Stefan. Once more. Takes a step back, though. Seems like there's going to be some respect. Doesn't last long as Spade charges his opponent with that clothesline, swash him in the corner. Able to take that boot. Shining Wizard from the ropes. Jason Spade grabbing the back of his head early on. That ain't the greatest sign. Whoa! That was slick. Stefan going for some kind of mat slam, but Spade in the blink of an eye turning it into a swinging DDT, then a cross armbar. Stefan getting a couple of punches through. Even in the second or two that Spade had that locked in. So easy to hurt an arm by hyperextending it in that fashion. So quick. And especially if you know how, break an arm in half. But a rana. By Stefan. Out onto the apron he goes. Throwing Spade right back in, saying, where you going? Can't run away from me. Stomp to the back of the head. Jason Spade says, I don't think so. Rolls out of the way. Snapmare now. And a side headlock from the grounded position. We know both of these superstars possess that daredevil instinct to go flying off of any surface they can. But Stefan taking the approach to slow things down early on, and Spade's not a fan of it. Exiting the ring, hands on his hips like, oh, I didn't expect such a fight out of this kid. And I'm sure Spade is still harboring, I should say, some wounds after back-to-back Whoa! I'm loving the reversals out of Spade tonight. Never seen that one before, just catching Stefan like a bride on her wedding day. Hung up to dry on the top rope into a Northern Light suplex. But whereas Jason Spade may have those physical wounds that still haven't healed, Stefan psychologically can't be in the best place. After having to put down his own father like Old Yeller at Ascension 7. Stomp to the lower back, takes the arm, smacks it off the canvas. To the top rope. Stefan now throwing his original game plan out the window to do what he does best. Corkscrew senton, nobody home. Spade getting out of the way by the skin of his teeth. Hammerlock elbow coming out of left field. Knife edge chop seemed to catch Spade right across the throat. Head scissors takedown, man. 0G champion getting thrown from pillar to post right now. Foot DDT, one of the most devastating maneuvers in CMV history. Stefan trying to garner the support of this CM Universe, but it might be tough when he's in there with someone like Jason Spade. With each and every single performance, week in, week out, wow, it's more and more people. Collar and elbow. Stefan says enough of that, though. Another knife edge chop. Super kick. Reminiscent Hall of Famer Paul Anderson right there. Will it be enough to get the dub? It is not to be just yet. Soccer ball kick to the middle of the back. Stomp. To the lower spine. And just going off. Not holding back anymore is the Vigilante. Top quad. Another head scissors takedown. Something's got to change quickly for Jason Spade. From the corner, this is exactly the move Stefan used to put down his father out of sentence. The cartwheel headshot. Stefan doesn't seem confident enough that that'll give him the victory over Spade, however. And that may have been a mistake rather than going for the pin. Hurricanrana by Spade now. He's trying to get these fans behind him. Irish whip to the corner. Elbow gonna bust the 0G champion open. Leaving him exposed. Stefan takes him down flush with a sunset flip powerbomb. Another Northern Light suplex. There's a bridge. 1, 2. Here we go. Slowly but surely, Stefan ascends. The corkscrew senton. Beautifully executed. No one can do it better. Uno, dos. No trace. Spade does not want to get his championship reign off on the wrong foot, but Stefan likes the way this match is going right now, wants to keep it on the right track. His position in the driver's seat, maybe forfeit. Spade just throwing him out of the ring. That looks like a nasty cut on Spade's forehead. Just to throw him back into the ring, okay. Stefan gets to his feet to make sure that stomp doesn't find a place to land. Spanish fly. Quick to bring Spade up to his feet, only to drop him hard with the long road home. Spade turning it into a small package. Could he steal it? Stefan reversing the momentum. 1, 2. But that ain't all she wrote. Forearm smash. Jason Spade. Legs looking like wet spaghetti noodles. Forearm smash, shoots the half, hook in the leg. 1, 2. Oh, I thought that was it right there. 2.999. And even Stefan is perplexed. Hands on his head, looking out at the crowd like something's got to give. Punch to the pack. But Spade is quicker, gets off the Irish whip. Rolls him over the knee. Kick! Lighting up Stefan's chest like the 4th of July. Now we get a spinning soul kick. 3 punches to the face. And a backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. Woo! Spade's feeling it. The energy coursing through his veins. These fans on their feet chanting his name. What the hell is he doing here, though? High risk. Will it pay off? Rolling Savate. Stefan sidesteps it, but before he even knows what's going on, Jason Spade with a whirly bird head scissors. Another cross armbar. Stefan was quick to escape this before, and he does again. Spade now bleeding even worse. Helluva kick. Not to be, but that neck breaker. Pulled off to perfection, and Jason Spade peering through that blood. Goes for the pin. May have wasted too much time. Yeah, only a 1 count. Kick to that back. Stomp to the face. Now it's Jason Spade, much like Stefan at the start of this match, wanting to take things at a slower pace. Gator roll into a crossface. Swings the elbow to meet Spade's gut. That may be all Stefan needs. Clothesline. Gonna send Spade down in the corner, but that boot doesn't find a home. Look at how Stefan not missing a beat. But Spade, Tiger fake kick, dialing up. Back into the ring he goes as Stefan is still wobbly. Into the corner, Helluva kick. Not having much luck in this match is Jason Spade when it comes to that big boot in the corner. But Spade may have just served himself up on a silver platter. Another corkscrew senton. Spade barely surviving the first. I don't see him kicking out of the second. 1, 2, 3. Stefan has just pinned the Zero-G champion. Just as great of a match as I expected it to be, but what an outcome. Stefan victorious over Spade here. Spade has just gotten back to his feet. Wait a minute. Stefan offering the handshake, and Spade's going to accept. I would have loved to see these two do it again, and after that win, I think Stefan has certainly earned a shot at the Zero-G championship. Spade not even bothering to wipe the blood out of his mouth. Got to show that sportsmanship first. Well, it was not such a great night at Ascendant 7 for Shea Hoxton, who after talking a big game fell to the man he once looked up to in Brett Angel. And while Angel looks to become Anarchy champion later on tonight, Shea Hoxton is just hoping to press the reset button, stepping into the ring with former Zero-G champion DRH here, who also didn't have so much luck at the show of shows, a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match, and while obviously he did not become Mr. Money in the Bank. Still to come as well, our main event where Bob Luger will challenge Chris Proudfoot for the International Championship. As we come closer and closer to the end of what has been an incredible season, guys. Battle Scars 5. It's going to be a good one. I can already feel we already have some confirmed matches. A rematch from Ascendant 7 between Levi Marta and Bloody Justice as BJ sent out the challenge, constructing his own structure out of scrap in the Bloody Forest. A scrap trap match. Whatever the hell that entails, it goes down at Battle Scars 5. Shea Hoxton been riding that roller coaster this past year since arriving in CMV. Anarchy champion, international champion, but he couldn't win the big one against Brett Angel at the grandest stage of them all. But now it's time to see if Brett Angel's words will ring true. Well, Shea Hoxton let that loss halt his momentum and stop him from becoming that next big thing many are hailing him as. I do like that gold chain, I'll have to admit. I can't deny it. Where'd he get that chain? I probably can't afford it. Shay Hawk's going to have his work cut out for him here, though, in the form of the former Zero-G champion, DRH, who has had just as much bad luck these past couple months as Shay Hoxton, losing his championship, missing out on becoming Mr. Money in the Bank at the shows. DRH is desperate to get a mark in the win column too. Clash of styles, while Hawk's able to keep up with the speed and agility of Speedy. Shay Hoxton, DRH one-on-one here on Supremacy. Episode 16. Shay Hoxton as the bigger man, gonna early on look to dominate DRH. Oh, but DRH with a power bomb. Okay, well, maybe that prediction is right out the window. Hoxton attempts to go low. DRH saw it coming. Plants a boot firmly into Hox's chest. Off the ropes goes the former Anarchy and International champion, the gambling man. Serving up some knees, one after the other, right to the side of DRH's head. And in vintage Hoxton fashion, now going to try to get under DRH's skin. Disrespectful as can be. Former Zero-G champion, though, finally has enough. Jawbreaker. Once he's to his feet, a calf kick. Stomp onto the elbow. Shay Hoxton sends him down with an arm drag. Closes that distance, slapping him across the face, and it's very obvious early on that Hoxton has no respect for Speedy here. Maybe feeling as though going from someone the caliber of Brett Angel at Ascendant 7 to DRH not sitting right with him. But he better rethink his assumptions, because DRH is having none of it. Backpack facebuster as Hoxton tried to go for the chokeslam. Now onto the apron. Nearly slipping off, but able to hang on to that top rope. DRH telling him, come on, bring it. And Hoxton does. Choke slam all the way up and back down again. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Hoxton thought he had it right there, and I'll be honest, I did as well. DRH just learned real quick that he shouldn't celebrate too soon. 21 on the horizon, but DRH with eyes in the back of his head. Kick to the gut, twist of fate! And right to the top rope, and the blink of an eye. Hang on, what's he doing here? DRH, oh man! I can't even tell you what he was going for, but Hoxton knew. Just a little sidestep to get himself out of harm's way. Reality check delivered. Knee to the temple. Straight into that neck breaker, and another choke slam. Dropping down onto his knees. Hoxton, let's hope he's not trying to embrace God's light like a lot of others are around here lately. I'm sure he's just praying to himself. Stomp out of the bicep. Now we get an Irish whip to the corner. Hoxton cautious as he approaches. And we've seen this before. DRH draped on the bottom rope. Where the hell is Hoxton going? Oh, wait a minute. Lining up his shot. Drive-by kick. And DRH is out like a light. Referee Murphy has to make sure he's still with us. 1, 2. How the hell? Hoxton's reaction, understandable. He thought this match was done for. DRH, a crafty son of a gun, as we've seen in the past. Overhand punch from the kneeling position. DDT. Going down hard, and DRH rallying the support of those in attendance and everyone watching at home. But he took too much time. Hoxton back to his feet. Maybe that's what he was waiting for. Cutter! And Hoxton now left wide open, but DRH, I'm a bit worried he might not know where he is. He's grabbing his head. Could be concussed after that drive-by kick. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Hoxton says it's time to go night-night. Let me tuck you in. On the apron, sent crashing down to the outside with that shoulder thrust. Unceremoniously, might I add. But DRH still fighting. Still pushing through the pain and possible injury. Not a place Hoxton wants to be. Able to dodge Percy's elbow, High angle dick grab slam. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Oh no, Hoxton only pulls this out when he's desperate. And it seems like he is. He wants that dub badly, and he's willing to kill for it. Kick to the side of the head. DRH rolls him up. Hang on a minute. One. That could have ended very, very badly for Shea Hoxton, who now is able to snap back with it. Running power. Oh! The ropes. Oh my God, DRH is back, maybe in 10 different pieces. Hoxton, man. Says to hell with him and trying to kill this kid. Another choke slam gets turned into another cutter. DRH, adamant, willing to throw caution to the wind as he tries again to take Hoxton out from the high rent district. But Hoxton is just too smart. Opting to try for that punt kick again. DRH on all fours. Again, he sees it coming though. Another roll up. One. DRH almost saying, how dare you try to kick my head off. Arm drag has him down. Hoxton goes low. Reel him in, DDT. Surprisingly competitive between these two. High caliber opponents. Don't know why I didn't expect it. Man, DRH just taking that third chokeslam like a champ. Right on the chin. Uppercut. Hoxton forced him back into that corner. Able to realize where he is. Lickety split. Oh, and Hoxton does too. Not where he... Oh, jeez! Just pushed him out of the ring. And then calls him a loser. I don't know about that. Now Hoxton has the gall to tell him to get back into the ring. Why are you running? Match is still going on. Hoxton says, look at all of this. Seeing DRH get back to his feet. I think Hoxton's going to try to win by count out there. Pull an X-Gen from earlier tonight. Not such luck, though. On the top again. Hoxton. Wait a minute. Oh, my God! Oh, I think I heard DRH's spine just snapped clean in half. Good God, Hoxton with the dub. Nobody's getting up from that. Shea Hoxton giving a fight, but he is back on the winning side of things, and that's what matters. What? Xander Slate! Wait a minute, what the hell? Slate! Ambushing Hoxton from behind! What the hell is the OG Dirty Heel doing out here? Hoxton caught off guard, but trying to fight back now. Chokeslam! Chokeslam by the Gambling Man! And Hoxton apparently is ready to keep going. Late with a Russian leg sweep. Referee Murphy trying to get some help out here. What is going on? Why would Slate opt to try and jump Hoxton here? 21. Able to keep Hoxton at bay though. And Slate off the ropes with a right hook that you could write home to your mama about. Cleaning Hoxton's clock. Just went through a grueling match. And I'm no fan of Shea Hoxton, but trying to break his ankle. Hoxton tapping instantaneously as Xander Slate stands over him with a satisfied look on his face. What's the meaning of this, though? Well, after that display, guys, by Xander Slate taking out Shea Hoxton for God knows why, I just received a disturbing report from backstage that apparently Bob Luger has been found unconscious in his locker room, beaten to a bloody pulp, and via eyewitnesses, God's chosen, Angelo Babos, Joey Diaz, and Braxton Sutter were all seen leaving his locker room, not trying to hide the fact that they were behind that assault. And Jade Dynamite is telling me now that Bob Luger has been taken to a local medical facility and is going to be in no condition to return for our main event match, where we're supposed to see Luger take on Chris Proudfoot for the International Championship, but this is undoubtedly got to be orchestrated by Proudfoot himself, trying to keep that International Championship around his waist, sticking his dogs on Bob Luger. Sucks to hear, because I was looking forward to seeing Luger try and reclaim that International Championship after his feel-good win over Slate at Ascendance, but now I'm just hoping he's going to be okay. Get a report on him a little bit later on, but for now the show must go on. And up next it's Ozone and Dante Tatum one-on-one. We still got Bert Angel versus Walter Bolay for the Anarchy Championship. But I've also heard word that Chris Proudfoot was seen packing up his bags and getting in his limo and riding out of here. Just reinforcing the idea that this was all pre-planned. He accepted Bob Luger's challenge under the impression that he was going to carry out that assault on the work ethic Titan. Meanwhile, we've got another possible show stealer on our hands here. Stephon Hastings versus Jason Spade from earlier tonight certainly lived up to the hype. And I'm sure this one will as well. Dante Tatum, now a full-time member of the Supremacy roster after his amazing victory over Hayden at Ascendant 7. The spark plug of CMV. After Ascendant 7 taking some questions from the CMV universe. Dante saying he doesn't want to stop here. He wants to continue to face the best that CMV has to offer, and sending the challenge out to Jay Dynamite, saying send them all my way. I want to be tested. I want to prove Then I can hang with the big dogs like I did against Hayden at the grandest stage of them all. Tonight he's in that ring with someone who's got a lot of eyes on him as well. Ozone bursting onto the scene a couple of months ago. And this is the biggest match without a doubt for Ozone since coming to CMV. In the ring with the former NGW champion. Not such a great way to get things started with that sit-out pump handle slam. Face buster, collar and elbow tie-up. Clean break, and even though Ozone has a couple of inches on Dante Tatum here, not much. Very similar in style. Kick to the chest now, collar and elbow tie-up. Again, Ozone easily able to overpower Tatum on that exchange. Well, these two continue to show respect to each other. Dante taking the cheap shot there. Okay. I see you, Dante. Running with the big boys now. Gotta take every opening you can. Can't afford to play patty cake, you know. Clothesline out of the ring. Ozone's no sort of fan of it. Stop, misses. Tatum throws out a forearm smash to the chest. Now grabbed by the head. Thrown into the announce table. Ozone saying, you want to play like that? Then I got you. I'm willing to show up to that dance. Hurricane Rana. Tatum. Very apparent that he feels as though he still needs to earn his place here on Supremacy. Hayden wasn't enough. Dante Tatum wants to continue facing the best of the best of the best that this world has to offer. But Dante Tatum can't afford to overlook somebody like Ozone, who's in that same boat. Wants to show the CMV Universe, all the boys in the back, Jay Dynamite, that he's more than just a flashy mask. That mask disintegrated with that knee. Mamma mia. Dante Tatum pointing up the sky, his second home. Drilling some more knees into the skull of the Daredevil. Hooks that leg. Dante, one. Only a one count. Ozone shaking off the cobwebs, but Tatum is doing a very good job of not giving him any room to breathe. Look at this figure four head scissors. And that is some leg strength, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. That's why you don't skip leg day. Firm grasp. Ozone not able to breathe. Dante finally releasing the hold. Jawbreaker. Waiting in the wings. Off the ropes goes Ozone. Drop kick into a backflip. Off the ropes he goes. Mini body splash. Takes the ears, looking Dante Tatum right in the eyes. Irish whip to the corner. Body splash, throws out the legs. David kick to the face. And Tatum is forced to scramble into the ring. 1-2, 1-2, snaps back to reality. Forearm smash. Before Ozone even has a chance to follow up. Now the sternum. Right onto that top rope. One. That's all. Headbutt. Only met with an elbow. Ozone says enough. Piss and vinegar behind that dodge. He was just slamming Tatum into the mat. Like, get out of here with that shit. Ozone is used to being the one jumping all around that ring, but he's kind of happened to play the part the opposite here tonight. Attempting to keep up with Tatum. Jeez. Tatum might be out. He just went completely limp after that open palm strike to the chest. Ozone playing dirty. Tatum started it though, so I'm not going to chastise him for it. Tatum wanted to go down this way. Taking the rookie for granted as he just talked trash to his face. I think Tatum's kind of a bit high after his win over Hayden. And he's showing it in this match. This is not the Tatum we usually see. Precise combination. Ozone does not throw out a strike unless he is 100% sure it's going to be effective, like that twist of fate right there. Tatum clipping the Daredevil. Goes back to mocking him. From behind, escapes the waistlock, overhand punch to the back of the head. Ozone turning him around. The outer layer. Grabs the legs. 1, 2. Ozone collapsing after what may have been his last-ditch effort. Not going to quit just yet, though. However, Tatum, I think, is done playing around after that near fall. Back elbow. And again, ducks the clothesline off the ropes. High velocity. Tatum! Rock bottom! I think that's the first time ever we've seen a comeback reverse. And the sunset flip powerbomb. Ozone digging his own grave there. Only one count though. And Tatum can't believe it. This is who you're in the ring with though, my friend. Time to stop fooling around. Back to the figure 4 head scissors, Dante Tatum. Much more in this match than any other we've seen before. At times wanting to adopt a slower pace because he knows if he lets someone like Ozone run roughshod, not going to end well for him. Hammering away at those thighs. Charlie horse from Dante Tatum. No choice but to release his hold. Swinging neck breaker. Counter at the last second. And Tatum with a snap DDT. How Ozone's head didn't go through the mat, I don't know. But now, Dante Tatum looks to do what he does best. 6-star frog splash. To perfection. 1, 2. Ozone. Yes, this is what I like to see. Dante's getting agitated. Came to play. Tilt-the-world DDT. Scurrying into the pin. 1, 2. Things are getting intense between these two now. Both have had their backs against the wall. Dante busted open off that knee drop. Ozone telling him, shouldn't have taken me lightly, huh? Reverse chin lock. Dante knows that as the new kid here on Supremacy, a lot of those guys in the back don't respect him, and even more so because of how he carries himself and his size. But time and time again, he has proven to everyone that he can hang with anybody. But it's Ozone on this night that's kind of the de facto rookie. Tatum, the former NGW champion. Oh man, with an air raid siren neck breaker. Ozone not allowing him to keep control, rolls onto his back, pushing Tatum off, excuse me. Oh man, jeez! Oh! Tornado, ya punche! Snap, dragon suplex with a bridge to pin. Tatum is folded like an accordion. But still he shows that heart and that soul. We are all accustomed to another combination. I believe any single one of those strikes. Oh my God! Tatum is gushing blood. Good Lord. That's a nasty sight. 1, 2, 3. Ozone off that forward headlock face buster, getting the W. And I'm kind of thankful for that because how Dante Tatum's looking right now. He needs to head to the back immediately and get stitched up. But first, Dante Tatum got to see a lot of himself in Ozone. Giving the kid a handshake after an incredible back and forth contest. Well deserved for Ozone. But I think Dante Tatum was in the shoes of everybody else tonight and learned that he doesn't want to be that type of guy. Well, now that Bob Luger versus Chris Proudfoot for the International Championship unfortunately will not be happening. Brett Angel versus Walter Blake for the Anarchy Championship has been moved into our main event slot. And coming up next in our co-main event, going to be some more tag team action as the Kings, desperate to put Ascendant 7 behind them, going to take on the former Unified World Tag Team Champions, the men who now cannot get another shot at the tag team title so long as the Armbar Society are champs. Willie and Chris just hoping to, well, much like the Kings, put everything that's happened to them this past season in the rear view and look forward to the greener pastures of next season. And even though they can't earn a shot at the tag team titles right now, they still want to try and get some momentum back on their side. Sorry about that. I had to go grab a drink of my H2O right quick. There have been plenty of complaints filed by the Kings these past couple of weeks after what went down at Ascendant 7. Both men saying they signed up for a handicap match, them versus Paul Devon, and that Quantum showing up to make it a standard tag was no fair. We all saw how that went down for them. Didn't end pretty. I know they're feeding to get their hands on Quantum and Divine, but they've got enough of a challenge in front of them here tonight in the form of the Soli Bros. Willie and Chris been beating themselves up ever since Ascendant 7. Their last opportunity to take back the Unified World Tag Team titles and get rid of Baron Blade once and for all. But the Armbar Society have got an iron grip on those tag team titles. Ended up beating the Soli Bros 2-0 in the final clash. The only thing they can do now is let that defeat define them, or try and push through and come out the other side. Chris Diamond going to start things off against Wild Willie. And the Kings do seem like they're on the same page. Hyped up and ready to make everybody forget about what happened against Next Gen. Oh, tilt-the-world stall package. Lucky Willie didn't actually try to take the pin right there, though. May have been the quickest match in CMV history. And that is not what the Kings need right now. Forearm smash from the corner. Able to duck that clothesline, though. Stomps the quad. Arm drag gets him down. Wild Willie with a vertical suplex. Early tag to Chris, guys, still to come in our main event. Could be another history-making night for Walter Bolay as he defends his Anarchy Championship against the Outcast Brett Angel. If Bolay retains, he will surpass Ryan Kent's record for most championship defenses of any title in CMV history. 10. Tag to Rob Cross. A lot of eyes going to be on that main event. Hell of a challenge for Bolay to try and do it. Check out of the corner. Oh! Rob Cross went low. Hello, Murphy. You saw that. What's good? James must have made referee Murphy an honorary baller tonight for him to knock off the bell after that blatant cheap shot. That's one way to escape a neck breaker, though. Going after the legs. Cross, former Fusion Tag Team Champion and Light Heavyweight Champion. Counters the Irish Whip. Chris Sullivan with the sore gonads. Decided to let his baby bro take the lead for now. Another forearm smash. Down goes Cross. Like a sack of stone. Up over the shoulder. Snake eyes. Old school. Nothing pretty about it, but effective. Stomp to the inside of the bicep. Rob Cross comes at him with a jawbreaker. That short distance close with an attempted jumping knee, but a hook to the jaw instead. Turns it around. Oh, half Nelson sit outside slam. Hook in the leg. 1, 2. Both of these teams as eager can be to get that win and just feel a little bit better. Horrific nights at Ascendant 7. Moments they never want to remember. And they would prefer if nobody else ever talked about it again. But I think we'll be talking about the return of X-Gen for a while. And of course, earlier tonight, they were victorious over God's Chosen via count out. It's a legit way to win, though. Am I right, Hoxton? Gouging at the eyes, Chris Sullivan. Part of the inaugural Trios Champions, the last ever United States champion. With a firm kick to the gut, and Rob Cross, much like at Ascendance, is just getting his ass handed to him while Chris Diamond sits on the apron and just tries to send out some emotional support. But Cross, as soon as he gets an opening, gonna try to take it all the way home with the Ripcord. Spit flying. Rob Cross smart. Dragging Chris Sullivan all the way across the ring and to make it harder for Willie to break up the pin. At the same time, though, giving Chris a chance to kick out, and he does. All out Warriors. Chris Diamond checks out Willie with that wheelbarrow neck breaker. In the chaos, Chris Sullivan has regained control. Forearm smash. Irish whip, but nobody's in the corner. Chris Diamond begging for that tag. Rob Cross is nowhere even close, though. While Willie's still down, the Kings got a very good chance of making the fat lady sing. Super kick. Chris, with little time to spare, getting out of the way from having his face blasted off. Heavy Irish whip into the squared circle. Rob Cross dodges. Chris is forced to chase. Hangman's neck breaker. No shot to the downstairs area this time. Rob Cross is right there. Can he get the tag? But somehow Chris is able to muster up enough strength to stop him from doing so. On the rebound, Chris waiting patiently. Back elbow thrown out. Does not connect. Now the ropes used as a weapon. Sluggishly, Chris Sullivan backs into his corner. Tag to Willie. The Armbar Society and its Walter Willie prepares to defend his Anarchy Championship. Up next in our main event against Fred Angel. Watching earlier tonight as God's Chosen took on X-Gen. Watching this match here between the Kings and the Sully Bros. Every single team on the Supremacy roster wanting the chance to head into next season as champs. Chris Diamond taken out with the reverse DDT. Willie Sullivan, but then it's a Guri to Cross. And just a stomp for Diamond, because why not? Like suplex. Diamond has no choice but to return to his corner before Murphy calls for the bell. He's already been pretty lenient with the Kings tonight. No! Death row! That full Nelson kick to the back of the head. Tag to Chris brings him back in. Boston's number one. Into the corner. Getting these fans on their feet. Down the side, single knee. Ron Cross sends him flying all the way across the ring, though. His own momentum used against him on that turn. Chest full of turnbuckle. Ron Cross seeking to turn him around. Maybe another ripcord knee strike. Face first off the top turnbuckle again and again and again and again. Ruthless. But finally, Rob Cross gets the hot tag to the baller, Bay Chris Diamond, the former undisputed world heavyweight champion, along with Willie, both trying to go for some kicks, neither having much success. Goes into that elbow. Willie closing down the distance. Oh, no. Collar and elbow, but Willie kept that bay. Diamond shoving that knee. Chest, single leg drop kick. Evaded, but not that vertical suplex. Stomp onto the face, Chris Diamond. And Rob Cross still down on the outside. Taking a more methodical pace. Into the bow and arrow after those stomps across the face. Willie having his back, I should say, bent in a truly sadistic fashion. Diamond winding up that punch, looking to go for the fences. Walking right into a jawbreaker. Rob Cross on the apron. Now it's Diamond, who's desperately trying to make himself across the ring to make that tag, and another double tag. Rob Cross and Chris Sullivan in. Back elbow. Rolling neck snap coming together neatly with a bow on top. The global phenom. Seen this before. That chicken wing is sit out face buster. Hooks the leg. Rob Cross one. But no Chris Diamond to stop Willie. Cross isn't happy about it, trying to handle business on his own, but it's not going to work out. Willie takes him down, and now it's really a game of whomever can get to their feet first as both men stare up the lights. Chris Diamond is still recovering on the outside, but Rob Cross has found his footing. Chris Sullivan playing possum, lured him in, neck breaker. Snap, crackle, pop. 1, 2, 3. The Sully Bros with a much-needed win to soothe their souls. The luck of the Kings continuing to run dry. But for the Soli Bros, things are looking up. Willie is very excited. Well, now it is time for our de facto main event. Originally, we were supposed to see Bob Luger taking on Chris Proudfoot for the International Championship, but our new undisputed World Heavyweight Champion pulling the strings and God's chosen ambushing Bob Luger backstage a bit earlier on, leaving him in a puddle of his own blood to the point where he was obviously unable to compete. Chris Proudfoot's plan coming to fruition, not having to defend his championship, but instead the night going to be capped off as Walter Bollet looks to make history yet again, defending his Anarchy Championship. And if he is victorious, he will surpass the record he has currently tied with Ryan Kent, 9 championship defenses for any title in CMV history. It will become 10. But in order to do that, he's going to have to get past the outcast, Brett Angel. Certainly been a wild night already here on Supremacy episode 16, the fallout of Ascendant 7 in just a couple of weeks until the season finale at Battle Scars 5. And it was at the grandest stage in them all that Brett Angel proved to a lot of people and maybe even himself that he still has what it takes to be that Brett Angel of old when he put down Shea Hoxton in impressive fashion. And as we saw afterwards, Brett Angel's demons are still very much surrounding him. Maybe, just maybe, if he's able to stay on the straight and narrow and pick up his first championship, it would be since the beginning of this season when he was international champion. Anarchy is a good way to describe Brett Angel's life at the moment. But does he have enough within himself to be the one to stop Walter Bollet? One cannot deny how dominant the machine, the Eliminator, has been since capturing that Anarchy Championship, already shattering numerous records. And on the last episode of Supremacy, even beating Ryan Kent himself to tie that record of most championship defenses of any title in CMV history. But tonight, he looks to break it. Bolay's toughest challenge to date. Brett Angel stands in the way of him going down in the annals of CMV history. That is what it is all about. The championship that Walter Bolay has refused to give up, barreling through 9 other men, becoming the longest reigning Anarchy champion of all time, staring across the ring at one of the very best superstars to ever lace up a pair of boots and step into a CMV ring, Brett Angel. But even though Bolay may be the underdog in this situation, Brett Angel cannot be a stupid man. And I know that he isn't. Hopefully he's done his homework and knows exactly who he is in that ring with. Maybe in this type of match, Brett Angel's demons will actually be of some assistance to him. It's anything goes. Brett Angel, Walter Bolay, Anarchy Championship history could be made yet again. Brett Angel starts with a punch in the midsection and just right off the bat, slinging. Walter Bolay from the ropes back towards the center of the ring. Misses that kick to the shoulder, though. Bolay coming up from behind with a waistlock punch to the back of the head. Another punch to the back of the head. Gets an elbow to the jaw first, though. Clothesline with the roll through. Kick to the back. Knee to the midsection gives Angel the room. Barrel towards Bolay. That clothesline out of the ring. No countouts. The championship on the line. Oh, man! You also got to remember that it's not falls count anywhere. You can only be victorious by pinfall or submission in the ring. Walter saying, you want to throw hands? I got you. Ready, willing, and able. But this could end ugly. Sit out last drive powerbomb. I felt that a little bit in the small of my back. Ugh, a sickening thud. And a hammerlock clothesline turning Bolay inside out. I really do think we're seeing the resurgence of that old Brett Angel. These past couple of months, he's been on top of his game. Shea Hoxton really brought that out of him. Much to the gambling man's detriment at Ascendant 7. And it could be the Walter Bolays here tonight. Combination leading to Bolay. Taking the Outcast over to the corner, perhaps looking to smash his face into that steel post. Angel says, no thank you, cheeky jab. Punch to the gut, misses the uppercut. Those reflexes from his boxing days like a cat. Choking. Walter Bolay out. Swinging that punch right up under the gut, and that just takes the air right out of you. Makes it hard to breathe, gasping for breath. Taking Bolay by the hair on his head. Brett Angel smashing him face first into those steel steps, taking advantage of that anything goes rule and wasting no time in doing so. Now the apron gonna get some love. Walter Bolay, though, looking worse for wear at the moment. Into the steel steps goes Angel. Taste of his own medicine. Oh. A lot of people like to think that Walter Bolay is a one-trick pony. You know, it's his submissions you got to watch out for. Most certainly you do. Especially that Kimura of his, we call the Jaws of the Great White for a reason. But he is a lethal striker, as we've seen in this match so far. Red Angel, I think, is a very underrated striker with that boxing background of his. But Belay is taking it to him, and the big man flying. I think we've only ever seen Belay go off the top rope maybe once or twice before in his CMV career. With a history-making moment like this on the line, though, it's balls to the wall, clothesline again, ducking Red Angel's clothesline into a snap power slam. No rest for the wicked as Belay immediately takes Angel down with the bitter end. And it could be for the Outcast here tonight on Supremacy number 16 in our main event. Cross armbar, leg lock combination. Vintage Walter Belay and Red Angel's got nowhere to go. Even if he made it to the ropes, it wouldn't matter. Extreme Rules stipulation. Trying to work out the kink in his arm as he takes down Belay with that pendulum backbreaker. We all know who he sent that kiss to right there. The one thing that keeps him going. Forearm smash, tip up. Walter Belay walking into the inverted atomic drop. Oh man! The boys feeling some type of way right now. The scoop slam. Follows it up almost immediately after. Hook to the jaw. Vintage Angel. Cobra clutch by Angel. But before he can take down Belay with the Russian leg sweep, an elbow to the gut. Gonna stop him dead in his tracks. Scoop slam, corkscrew, elbow drop. That is old school Angel right there. Excuse me. Power of Red Angel, the 5-time unmatched world champion. Walter Belay taking it. The pinch of salt. Big boot. Probably go right through the chest of any normal man. Hook and ladder by Red Angel. Oh, we have not seen Angel go for this in a long time. I think the last time he won a match with this was at the very start of the season when he won the International Championship. The stretch muffler trying to beat Belay at his own game. Look at how Belay uses that free leg of his to kick Angel right in the top of the head. And now a barrage of forearm smashes, backs him into the corner. Angel reverses the momentum. Irish whip across the ring, back elbow attempted. That leaves him exposed, and Walter Belay more than happy to take advantage, but again, Angel up on the top rope, taking a step back. Knee! Oh! Kick Belay up onto his shoulders, and then a single knee gut buster. Now that may be one of the coolest things I have seen all season long. Angel gonna try for the Vintage Angel again. But Belay is doing such a good job. Surely he studied the tapes. Red Angel's best matches beforehand. Did his homework, and it is showing here. Northern Lights driver gets a 2 count. Belay busted wide open. The Anarchy champion is scrambling. Maybe down, but not out. Belay realized, no, hey, yeah, this is Extreme Rules. Let me go try to grab something to help myself out. What's he going to bring out to play with, ladies and gentlemen? We have got a bat. Red Angel going to interrupt his game plan. Alpha Mare water slide on the outside. Those pads so thin. You really wouldn't know by looking at it, but trust me, that hard concrete floor lies beneath. It does not do the superstars much good. Oh my God, a elevator ride. Angel, what's he doing? Hang on a minute. Blackest Night on the outside. Oh, the neck of Belay. Crumpled under his own weight. And Angel hastily trying to get back into the ring. What's he doing? Go for the pin. You've got him beat. But a metal bat to the back of the leg first. 1, 2, 3 times 4. And 1. to the head for good measure, but Belay grabs it right out of his hand. Tries to jam it into the throat of the Outcast, but instead, we just hit it out of thin air. Kimura, the jaws of the Great White. Belay's got him. It's over. It's got to be over. Belay to make history. The Anarchy Championship at stake, but Angel refuses. However, it looks like he's passed out from the pain. 1, 2, 3. Belay has done it. Walter Belay is still Anarchy Champion and has made history again. Incredible. Red Angel refused to quit. But the pain too much to withstand. And if only Angel had gone for the pin after hitting the Blackest Night, instead of trying to inflict more damage with the bat, maybe we would have had a different outcome here. But he got the better of himself. And now Walter Belay has solidified himself as the greatest, not just Anarchy Champion of all time, but perhaps champion period of all time. Well, guys, thank you, as always, for tuning in and watching along with me of wild night of action. But you all know the deal. If you're new, make sure you drop a follow so that you know when I go live. You'll get those cheeky notifications. The next time, which will be next Sunday for NGW TV, obviously. And the season is coming to an end soon. So if you want to join us and get ready for 2K20, you are more than welcome. Our website is communityuniverse.4motion.com. ! Join in the chat will give you a link. And until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic week. And I will see you when I see you. Bye.